Hi everyone, this is Terry with Futures.io, and it's my pleasure to welcome back John Hoagland of TopstepTrader for today's webinar, Profiting Without Risking Your Own Money. During the webinar, please feel free to type your questions into the questions box, and we'll do our best to answer them at the end of the event. If you're watching us on YouTube, please do us a favor and give us a thumbs up if you enjoy the webinar. And as always, please feel free to share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us a lot. For trading news, events, and information, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter using @Futures.io. And without further delay, I will hand it over to John. And you should get the pop-up again.
There we go. Show my screen. All right, thank you, Terry, and thank you, everybody in attendance today. My name is John Hoagland. We'll talk about me in a second. I'd just like to take a second and thank everybody for trusting me with your time. We're going to talk today about getting into futures trading or getting a funded account without putting any risk capital of your own up. Always exciting. We just like to start with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission statement here. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Don't trade with money you can't afford to lose. Trade with ours. This is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell future stocks or options on the same. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those discussed in this document. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Now that we've got that out of the way, who am I? My name is John Hoagland. I'm a senior performance coach here. I've been in the futures industry for 35 years. It seems like a long time now, but it has flown by. I traded on the floor of the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, as well as the Board of Trade for well over 20 years, more like 25 years. I migrated to screen trading. I stepped out of the pit in 2009. I had to unlearn much of what I knew in the pit and relearn much of what I know now to be consistent in screen trading. And since 2012, I have been proud to be a part of TopstepTrader and helped many traders develop their strategies and become consistent, profitable traders in that period of time. So now, what is TopstepTrader? Well, we fund futures traders. We have 4 different accounts. We'll go through each of them shortly, starting with a $30,000 account, all the way up to a $50,000 account and buying power. But first, you have to be able to prove that you can profit and manage risk. How do we ask you to do that? Well, we have what we call a trading combine. It is a simulated real-time account. We have specific rules and profit targets that we want you to reach. Once you're successful in the trading combine, you move on to the funded trader preparation, which is more about risk management and consistency. Once you're through with the funded trader preparation, you are in a funded account. Now, I usually like to go to our website to talk about this, so I'm going to go ahead and switch to the website. This is our Learn How page. If you've never been a trader, or you want to take a little bit of time and test the waters a little bit with the TS Trader platform, you can start with a trial account, a practice account, 14 days before entering the trading combine. We do want you to prove you can trade. Once you've proven that, you're getting your funded account. So step 1, the trading combine. You'll have as many days as you need to reach the objective. However, we do require that you trade a minimum of 10 trading days. Let's go through the rules here, I think, first. The 30, 50, and 100 and 150K accounts. The number of contracts that you can trade, for example, in the 30K is 3 contracts. Five contracts for the 50K, 10 contracts for the 100K, and 15 contracts for the 150K. There is a daily loss limit that we do not want you to hit. That loss limit in the 30K is $500. If you lose $500, you're going to have to reset the account. We don't want you to do that, but we want you to develop some good risk management rules. The 50K, 1,000, 2,000, and 3,000 in the respective bigger accounts. The max drawdown for the 30K is 1,500. For the 50K, 2,000. Max drawdown 100K is 3,000, and for the 150K, it's $4,500 is the max drawdown. That's the most you can draw down in that account. The profit target also 1,500 in the 30K, 3,000 in the 50K, 6,000 in the 100K, and 9,000 in the 150K. Now there is a cost to being in the combine monthly. This cost, of course, is, this is a business. We have lights and we have people that are watching the accounts. There are costs to doing this business. Most importantly, this cost just provides and makes sure that our participants have a little bit of skin in the game. Now, if you hit one of these rules, okay, let's say you're in a 30K and you lose more than $500 in one given day, you can reset that account at any time for a $100 charge, okay? We don't want you to hit that daily loss limit or the max drawdown. But if you do, you are able to reset that account, and it should sting a little bit. That $100 reset fee is, that's your incentive not to hit that daily loss limit. So here are the basic rules. Trade a minimum of 10 trading days. We do need a minimum amount of data in order to see you moving forward. So we want to see some consistency. If you're working your way towards the profit target, that's good. It's also okay if you manage to hit that profit target in one day along the way, that's fine too. Just continue to trade as you normally would. Maybe trim back your size a little bit. Trade only during permitted times. This is important because we want everybody to be flat by 3:10 p.m. Central Time, and then you can open up positions again when the markets open up at 5 p.m. Don't hit the daily loss limit, simple, and don't hit the trailing max drawdown. And then hit your profit target and you'll move on. Now, there's a myriad of different trading platforms that you can use. We have our new TS Trader platform that includes commission-free funded account. You won't pay any commissions if you are on the TS Trader and in a funded account. We also have Ninja Trader. There's also many other platforms available. The CTST4, Day Trader, all of these are available to use in the Combine funded trader preparation and in the funded account. So now we've succeeded in the Combine. We're moving on to the funded trader preparation. This is the final step. This is also a simulated account, but there is no fee for the funded trader preparation. This is what we want you to focus on: risk management, proving you profitable in the Combine, able to manage risk. This is a little bit tighter risk management. Okay, and if you do hit one of the violations, if you do break a rule, the reset is $200 at the funded trader preparation. So there's no fee to be in the funded trader preparation, but the rule violations are going to sting a little bit more. Okay, the parameters are the same. Okay, daily loss limits, weekly loss limits, max drawdowns, profit targets are the same as in the Combine. A couple of small rules added. So we still want to see a minimum of 10 trading days, only trading during the permitted times. Again, flat by 3:10 p.m. Central. That means 3:09:59. Don't hit the daily or the weekly loss limit. The bigger accounts have a weekly loss limit that's equal to the daily loss limit in the funded trader preparation. Still cannot hit or exceed the trailing max drawdown. That's an end of day. Can't hold positions into certain major economic releases. There's relatively few of them. They're basically FOM, anything to do with the FOMC meetings, include the EIA Petroleum Status Report, unemployment, and this link will take you to the list per product of economic releases that you won't be able to hold positions into. And we want you to follow a scaling plan. As you build your equity in any of these accounts, you can start to add more contracts to your position sizing in the funded trader preparation. Okay, now we're through with the funded trader preparation into the funded account. You're going to get the first 5,000 in profits that you make. After the first 5,000, you're going to get 80% thereafter. Okay, we think that this is an excellent split, probably best in the business. There are additional products that you may be able to add if you are trading successfully in the funded account that include Eurex and ICE products. You can withdraw at any time, zero wire fee with a minimum withdrawal of $250, and of course, industry low commissions. You can trade on the TS Trader for zero commissions. You're still going to pay exchange fees and NFA fees and data fees, but no per contract commission. The parameters are pretty much the same. In the funded account, there is a weekly loss limit until you reach a certain profit target. That profit target is going to be equal to the max drawdown. Once you've made 2,000, there's no weekly loss limit. No weekly loss limit in the 100K once you've made 3,000, and the weekly loss limit is of course removed in the 150K once you made 4,500, which is the max drawdown. In the 30K account, there is no weekly loss limit. So the 30K account, you won't have to worry about the weekly loss limit initially. For those of you that may be new to trading or having a difficult time, performance coaching is now available. There is a complimentary performance coaching that is available to everybody once a month. We'll look forward to hearing from you. And that's kind of what we're looking at on our website. So this is kind of reviewing the funded trader preparation. You want to get accustomed to trading with the same parameters as you will be in the funded account. The funded trader preparation has exactly the same rules as the funded account does initially. Okay, your focus is again on risk management and discipline. Show you can manage the risk, earn the funded account, start trading with our money. The funded account, again, we're taking all the risk. You're keeping the first 5,000 in profits, and you're free to withdraw at any time. Again, after that first $5,000 withdrawal or series of withdrawals totaling $5,000, you still get to keep 80%. Your trades, our capital, you profit. So we're going to talk a little bit about some of the keys to success, some of the things that we're seeing our funded traders who are consistent and profitable managing, namely discipline, location, size, and patience. Discipline. Well, discipline is always an issue for traders. As a performance coach, it's one of the most popular issues that people are calling me about. How do I manage to stay disciplined? How do I stick to my trading plan? Well, one of the first items in discipline is just to be able to manage the daily loss limit. Like this says, it is the most broken rule. If you're flirting with the daily loss limit, just close the trade. And, of course, slippage does happen. Sometimes when you have a stop in and you're only one tick away from your daily loss limit, that stop might get slipped for a couple of ticks and it's going to put you over your daily loss limit. Discipline is more about understanding your emotions and what makes you tick than any particular price level. Some people lose their discipline even when they're up money. If you've been having a good day and you take a loss, some people lose their discipline in that regard. Okay, I had 1,000, now I'm only up 800. I have to get that money back. So they step away from their trading plan, the plan that's been getting them profitable, and they start taking trades outside that plan. That to me is a lack of discipline. If you're having a difficult time dealing with your discipline, dealing with emotions, I certainly suggest contacting a performance coach. We're helping people getting through that all the time. Location, location, location. Any of you that have heard me talk about trading in any of these webinars or anything that we put out is you're always hearing me talking about location. Excuse me. I apologize. Trade location to me is everything. I'm always trying to trade as close to points of failure for the trade as possible. Over time, we're seeing that our most successful traders are taking maybe 1 to 4 trades per day. I know that's going to surprise many of you. A lot of you, want to be scalpers. You want to be in and out of the market all the time. And it's seductive to do that. It's game-like. The platforms it's easy to get in and out. And it's very tempting to start to overtrade. Like we're noticing over time here, the traders that are able to maintain their composure and limit their number of trades per day are actually performing better. There's always the location of time as well, not only trade location, but what time are you going to be actively trading? We all know that people have things to do, people have jobs, people have lives. You really have to be able to fit into the time that's available for you to be active in the markets. But we do see that more successful traders are active and only trading about 3 hours per day. And overall, mostly during the morning, the US regular trading hour session, the open and for the next 3 hours. As part of discipline, if you are limited into the times that you are available to trade, as most of us are, I suggest keeping in mind that that limitation may force you to take trades that you normally wouldn't when you have more availability. When you have more time to trade, it takes some of the pressure off to trade. If I'm trading just the first hour of trade, I'm going to be thinking, oh, well, I only have an hour to trade, so I have to make some trades. It doesn't really work that way. You want to have a strategy, and if nothing aligns with that strategy in that hour, then it looks like you're going to need to be patient and look for a trade the next day. Position sizing. Just because you can trade 10 contracts doesn't mean you should. And we like to use kind of the mortgage approval. If you get approved for a mortgage for a $500,000 house, you probably want to go a little south of that. Maybe you want to get a $300,000 house or a $350,000 house, just in case something happens and you're not able to make that big mortgage payment. Okay. Position size also, I think, affects people's expectations in trading. If you're new to trading, and a lot of people kind of feel this way, well, I'm going to be a trader and I'm going to make a lot of money really fast. And in order for me to do that, I'm going to have to trade a lot of contracts. This is probably the reason that most of the limits are hit here at TopstepTrader, is people are trading too big. And you have to remember that you really want to learn to become consistent and profitable trading 1 and 2 before you're going to be anywhere near profitable trading 10 or 15 contracts. So just because you have the size doesn't mean you should use it. Certain situations may warrant bigger leverage, bigger trade size, but try and be consistent and patient. patience is a huge virtue for traders. It's so easy to be tricked into, to be seduced into taking trades. And again, this is a little bit of an expectation issue, I think, for a lot of traders, especially newer traders. You want to get done as quickly as possible. Putting that pressure on yourself, again, will push you out of any strategy that you've put together. Because you want to be done in 10 trading days, you're going to have to trade bigger, more often, whatever it is. You don't have to do that. As a matter of fact, I found that people that take their time, that take a little bit longer to get through the combine, actually succeed at a higher rate. You have as much time as you need. Don't push yourself. Stay in your strategy, and you know, with a little bit of time, you can get to where you want to go. We like to call trades singles, doubles, triples, and home runs, but singles win ball games. Base hits will build your equity and your balance over time. It will help to reduce your risk and increase your profitability. I like to say, the less you lose, the more you stand to make. Our mantra, my mantra, everybody's mantra should be preservation of capital is paramount to profits. Again, the less you lose, the more you stand to make. When I see traders that are getting close to their daily loss limits or consistently hitting their daily loss limits, I try and tell them, have a daily loss limit short of the one that's imposed on you and learn to stick to it. It'll help you build your discipline. It'll help you build patience. If you're reaching it too quickly, trade smaller. But if you lose all the money, you're out of the game. Preserve your capital. The profits will come. So we're going to talk a little bit about some of the success stories of a couple of our funded traders. Jason G. of Lena, Wisconsin, just started his funded account. 23 days, he's up more than $2,000, averaging $100 per day in profits. Now, that may not seem like much, but think about what $100 buys these days. And if you're consistently doing that, Jason, you're now getting paid for your trading education. That to me is a big step towards even bigger success. When you can learn to sustain and build an account, you're no longer paying for your education. Your education is paying you. You're buying time. You're getting better and better at what you're doing, and hopefully leveraging, building that account, and just adding one contract at a time to your trading plan to increase your profitability. Charles B. from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. He's been in his funded account since December 2016. He's very patient. He only trades a couple of days per month. And in September, had 100% winning trades. Now that's patience and discipline. John F. from Winona Lake, Indiana, recently took a $1,400 check in August here to fly his family to visit him. He also says that he greatly appreciates the opportunity offered by TST. The extra money I earn can be used to purchase items that would otherwise have to be budgeted out of wages from my job. Very nice job, John F. A little bit about what our traders are saying about us. On a personal note, the one thing about TopstepTrader is we take our user feedback, our trader feedback, everybody in the program, we get a lot of feedback. We take it very seriously. We have adapted this company through the feedback that we have received from our traders. Here we have Dexter on Trustpilot. I would highly recommend TopstepTrader to anyone looking to learn and profit from the futures market. And we have three different ways where people actually using TopstepTrader able to do it wherever they want to go. 4.7 out of 5 stars on Google, 9.1 out of 10 stars on Trustpilot, 4.8 out of 5 stars on Facebook. This is something that we're very proud of, and we really appreciate the ideas and feedback that our users, our traders, participants in the program have sent to us, and we are going to continue to innovate and adapt according to your needs. So we're very excited about that. So this kind of a quick little webinar. I hope that that's good. I tend to get a little bit windy sometimes and talk a little bit too much, but we want to get you trading with TopstepTrader. You can get $20 off your first trading combine with this code, Futures IO 17, and that is available to you to use by October 13th, 2017 at 11:59 p.m. Central. So if you're thinking about getting into trading, you are a trader looking for funding, go ahead and use that code and you'll get 20 bucks off your first trading combine. Again, that's through Halloween, 11:59 p.m. Central. So thank you all for taking your time and taking a look at TopstepTrader. It's always been my pleasure to have the opportunity to talk to everybody, and looking forward to talking to you in the program.
Okay. All right, guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to start typing them, and then I will ask them to John. What are the costs of step 2?
There is no cost for the funded trader preparation. The only time that you may incur a cost is if you have a rule violation. If you hit a daily loss limit, a max drawdown, then you would have to pay the $200 reset in the funded trader preparation. But as far as any subscription cost, anything like that, no, that's over. You're no longer in the combine, you're funded trader preparation, and there is no cost provided you don't violate any of the rules.
Okay. What kind of functionality is available with the TS Trader platform, and how does it compare to NinjaTrader?
Well, that's a pretty broad subject. Is there a particular functionality that you're looking for?
I guess what, let's see. I guess in terms of charting would be a good place to start.
Okay, I think that the TS Trader charts are very good. I believe that most of the, all of the most popular indicators and tools are available on it. As far as add-ons, I know that Jigsaw is an available add-on on there, and they are consistent. They're constantly working on taking feedback from our users as well as their users and adding things almost daily to the platform. So if it's something you're interested in, check it out. And if there's something that's missing, something you want on it, let us know. We'll let them know, and we'll try and get them to develop that as quickly as possible. I do like the platform though.
Okay. Let's see. What percentage of your clients are consistently profitable, would you say?
Well, well, I would have to say it's relatively close to industry standards. We've funded well over 1,000 people. I'm not exactly sure exactly how many are currently funded. I think it's over 100 right now. Many of them have been funded for well over 6 months, a year. As far as the combine is concerned, that's a pretty sticky statistic to know. There's a lot of people in the combine. So I mean, it's a statistic I can't pull up right now.
Okay. Why do you have to pay for data feed in funded program if you already pay for data by your own NinjaTrader platform?
Okay. When you are trading your own money, you're not considered a professional. When you start trading with other people's money, the exchange considers you to be a professional. Therefore, you have to pay professional data fees.
Okay. Can multi-charts execute in your platform?
Multi-charts. I believe that is on the list.
Okay.
Let me go back and double check. I always like to make sure. Multi-charts. There it is. Yep.
Okay, perfect. Let's see. What conditions or rule violations would force a trader out of a funded trader prep or funded account and back into the combine?
Well, once you are in the funded trader preparation, you're in funded trader preparation unless you make the choice to go back to the combine. If you have a rule violation, um, you have 30 days with which to reset the account. After 30 days, you'd have to go back to the combine. So you have basically a month after you have a rule violation to reset the account to stay in the funded trader preparation. As far as in the funded account, if you have, let's say you have $6,000 in the account and you hit your daily loss limit, you will not lose the account. If you have a rule violation when you are below initial balance, then you would lose the account and have to go back to the combine.
Okay.
I hope that helps.
Okay, if a trader is trading TST money in a funded account and trading his own money in his own personal account, does the pro non-pro status change for his personal account?
No,
Okay, so it's
it's my
only
understanding
applied
that your
to.
personal account would be as a.
Okay. Let's see. Can anyone hear me? Crap. Crikey. Hello, can anyone hear me? I test 1 2. Can anyone hear? There we
Now
go.
I got you.
Sorry about that. I lost net about midway through a question.
That's all right.
Okay, we are back. Okay, let me pull up. I'm going to pull up the AMA thread as well. So that way, if your question isn't answered today, please feel free to use the AMA thread on the website to ask your question as well. Let's see. There's a question on once you're in the FTP, are there daily, weekly, and monthly profit goals?
No, no. The only profit goal is the overall profit goal, which you have all the time you need to reach.
Okay, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's a question on, it says I like to trade 3 contracts and a 50K account only allows 5. Can you guys change it to 6? And I'm going to turn that into a question of why do you allow the amount of contracts per the account size? What is the your reasoning behind that?
Okay, you kind of broke up on me on that a little bit there, Terry. Can you repeat that question? I apologize.
Okay. Why do you allow certain the amount of contracts to be traded per account size? Why is it 3 for 30, 5 for 50? What is the reasoning behind that?
Well, it's basically. I mean, it really comes out to having $10,000 per contract in the account, which that's I think a reasonable amount of cushion to have for somebody that if I were to trade my own, there's more than 10,000 in my account when I'm trading one contract. So it kind of goes 10,000 per 10,000 in the account, you get another contract.
Okay, perfect. That's the answer I was looking for. I think that is all the questions I see in the list at the moment. Sorry about the drop there
Okay.
at the end, but thank you for the webinar, for the presentation, and most importantly, thank you for your time today.
I lost you. Oh, my pleasure. It's my pleasure. And thank you, Terry. Thank you, Mike and Futures IO, and thank everybody that took their time to come out and check us out today. So look forward to talking to you soon, I hope.
Absolutely. Thank you. You too.